Had my check-in with my neurologist, who was also an MS specialist. At the end of each visit, he gives me a sheet of dietary research and supplements to consider in MS based on current research. And I'm going to take you through them right now. What's going on, y'all? I'm Damien. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis a few years ago and have been making content about the disease ever since. If this is your first time here and you want to learn more about MS while laughing and gaining a sense of community, start by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss any updates. Whenever I check in with my neurologist and MS specialist, he gives me a sheet of current dietary research and supplements to consider in MS. Cause he wants me to feel as good as I can, even though I'm dealing with MS, baby. Now the list has things on it that you're most certainly familiar with, but there's always something new and interesting based on research from within the past year or so. Vitamin D. Take it and keep your levels above 50. Limit excess salt. MS patients eating excess salt get more relapses. That's it. You want less relapses? Eat less salt, bruh. Omega-3 fatty acids. Now there's a lot to unpack here, but just know that the beneficial effects of taking fish oils or omega-3 fatty acids are reducing the relapsing rate and inflammatory markers and improving the quality of life for MS patients. Alpha lipoic acid. ALA is a low-cost supplement, about $20 for a 2-month supply, that in a study of secondary progressive MS showed that taking it decreases brain atrophy. Now you know I don't need that brain atrophy, and so I take that ALA every day. Oh hey, that kind of rhymed. Low dose naltrexone. Now you just can't go to your neighborhood CVS to get this one. You gotta get LDN from a special compounding pharmacy to get it all mixed up for you. But one study showed that taking LDN improved sense of well-being, cognition, and helped patients experience less pain. Now I definitely felt those things when I took it for a couple of months a while back, but the higher cost of getting a compounding pharmacy drug on the regular had me like, yeah, I'm glad this works and everything, but I gotta figure out some other type of job because this here is adding up real quick. Mediterranean diet. Things like fish, olive oil, nuts, vegetables, no preserved foods, and less red meat. Everybody everywhere has something to say about MS and diet. Bottom line, the more you eat the things like I just mentioned that came straight out of the ground and less stuff that was made in a factory that comes to you in a package, the better you will feel. Fasting. Whether it's the 5-2 where you eat healthily for 5 days out of the week but fast on 2 non-consecutive days, or the 16-8 where you fast 16 hours a day and eat in an 8-hour window every day, consistently putting less food in your body in a specific controlled manner will help alleviate your symptoms. Personally, I do the 16-8. It's just better to not think about things and like, oh, okay, I'm only gonna eat between 12 and 8. That's just simple. I'm a simple man. And when I started to eat this way, I noticed that overall I had more energy and my gait was smoother. I guess if your body isn't digesting food a lot of the time, it can get busy to try to patch up some of the things that were hurt by your overactive immune system. Anthocyanin-rich foods. Things like blueberries, eggplant, and blue corn. Now anthocyanins are the pigments that give plants their red, purple, and blue coloring and have anti-inflammatory properties. Short-chain fatty acid foods. Now just type short-chain fatty acids and multiple sclerosis into Dr. Google and you will get a ton of results. But the long and short-chain fatty acid of it all is foods like starches, pectins, and fructooligosaccharides may be anti-inflammatory. Probiotics. A small study of MS patients suggested that high-dose probiotic supplementation is safe and well tolerated. And studies continually show that MS patients have a dysbiosis in their gut, like a lower amount of bugs that suppress inflammation and a higher amount of bugs that promote inflammation. So it is all off down there. So figuring out which probiotic to take will help smooth it all out. Personally, I put it to the test myself and found a brand that also included prebiotics every day for 3 months just to see what all the hubbub was about. and over time, my knee spasticity was drastically reduced, and my MS-related constipation, gone. And I've tried other brands before and they didn't work for me. So if you're in the same boat, please keep searching for one that works for you, because one of these combinations of gut bugs out here has some kind of relief for you. I believe that. TUDCA, taurosadioxycholic acid, or TUDCA for short, also happens to be found in high quantities in bear bile. Yeah, bear liver juice, bruh. So back in the day when folks wanted some taurosadioxycholic acid, they had to go out and rustle themselves up a bear and lay him out and reach up in him and rip out his liver and get some of that fresh squeezed bear liver juice. Now this is why I love living in the future. There's no need anymore to go and find a bear and wrestle him down and stick your hand up his exit hole and rip out his liver and get some of that fresh squeezed bear juice that you need. Now you just add some pills to your Amazon cart and it'll be to your doorstep in 2 days. Free shipping. TUDCA's been recommended by Eastern medicine doctors for years because it helps your liver and it helps clean out your bloodstream. And in animal studies of MS, it totally shuts the disease down. Like, they don't get sick. Now we know it works really well for mice with MS, and sometime in 2019, your man Johns Hopkins and them started to see what effect it has on actual people with MS. I just ordered some off Amazon, and if I feel differently enough after taking it for a few months, I'll check back in with you. And at the bottom of the sheet, last but not least, in capital italicized letters, it reads a good sleep, low stress, and exercise are key. That's why I go to bed between 10 and 11 each night, meditate between a half hour to an hour a day, try not to give a damn about anything, especially the things I don't like or have no control over, and do Qigong a couple of times a day. So get that sleep, keeps it chilling, keeps it moving, bruh. Doctor's orders. These are things that as of August 2019, a neurologist specializing in MS is saying will contribute to your wellness. What are some dietary research things you've learned about or supplements you take in your MS wellness regimen? Let me know in the comments. Okay, bye!